Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony Hannides here. One half, the better half, obviously, the better half, but one half of the Still Recording podcast. Hope everybody's doing well. Hadley, I see you. Firewall. Actually, my other half is in the chat right now. The other half, the half that's, the other half. You can't have a whole without another half, so he's there. Huckled's here. What's going on? Rude? I'm rude? I love you, man. Quinnton, Mr. Firewall himself. He said something in the last podcast that blew my mind. And then I talked to another friend of mine, and it blew his mind as well. So we thought, instead of just saying, that's a dumb idea, never do that. Let's just try it. Let's try it. We're gonna go ahead and put peanut butter with butter on toast. But we're gonna do this scientifically. Because if I just try peanut butter with butter and I have nothing to compare it to, well, then that's not fair. It might be good, it might be fine, it might be good, but it's not, it's not really a controlled situation. We want to control this. We're gonna give this a go. So we've got the bread here, just in case you need to know what kind of bread we're using. We've got Artisanal golden wheat. Got bread, and we'll put it in the toaster here. This is actually a pretty cool toaster. We'll put it to 3.25, and then we're gonna let it do its thing. Just gonna get everything else set up. Shouldn't you be cooking too? I'm glad you asked. I'm trying to be conservative of the food that I'm making. So I'm actually going to cut that into quarters. So one of them is just going to be butter. The other one is just going to be peanut butter. Another one is just going to be toast. And the last one is going to be peanut butter with butter. So we're going to test all that, see how all that works out. Yes, fire, that's how we're doing it. So, because the thing is, in all honesty, I'm not going to eat whole bits of toast. I'm not going to eat huge mounds of toast. No, not full slices, baby. Don't give me that, baby. It's not going to be full slices. What it's going to be is, if it is good as much as you say, I should be able to tell within the first bite. Now, for those of you watching right now, whether you know this or not, we actually have a podcast that we do record on Twitch. Twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. Generally every other Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, if I'm not mistaken. 9 a.m. Pacific. So we just recorded last week. So there's not going to be one tomorrow, but there will be one the day after. All right, so the toast is done. Nice and hot. And then we're going to grab this knife here. When a cheesemonger, or not a cheesemonger, but when you go cheese tasting, you don't just get a whole wheel of cheese and just take the whole. No, you take little bits. Is this room temperature? Yes, it is room temperature. All right, there we go. So this is just the butter, just very light. And we're gonna get a shot of all this too, so don't you worry. It's a very light spattering of butter. I didn't grow up putting butter on toast, period. So the idea of putting butter on toast and peanut butter was very foreign to me. So this is just a light spattering of butter. And then we're gonna get this guy, the Jif, or the GIF. No, this is definitely Jif. Do you guys say GIF or Jif? All right, so, and we'll put the peanut butter on this one. We pretty much know what the peanut butter tastes like. We don't really need, but just for scientific purposes, we want to be fair. We want to be fair. Okay, and so the larger piece, we're going to put the peanut butter on that. It is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. And no, it is a tough and thankless job that y'all put up with. Toast, peanut butter, butter, butter with peanut butter. Now, I did kind of want to do this blind, right? I kind of wanted to do this blind. So what we're going to do is, this is a round plate. I'm just going to spin it round. I don't know if you guys can see. You guys can't really see the plate all that well. I'm going to spin it round. And I'm just going to grab one with my eyes closed. Okay. This one is just the butter. Yeah, this one's just the butter. So that's just the butter. All right. So we got 3 left. We got 3 left. Peanut butter, toast, butter with peanut butter. All right. Now, and the nice thing is the way I'm holding it, I can't even tell if there's liquid or sauce or butter or anything on the top. So this one's just peanut butter. All right, then. And last but not least, is we're gonna see if butter with peanut butter makes a difference. So based off of the butter one I just had, and based off of this peanut butter one I just had, the butter should add an additional salty taste to it. And it might be nice underlining texture as well too. I don't think we necessarily need to do the blind test here. I think we've got that. We're just going to go all in. We're just going to go all in with butter and peanut butter. And we'll see. Okay. The nice thing about the butter is that when the bread is hot, the butter seeps into the bread. So although it's on top, and the peanut butter could also figuratively seep in there as well too. The peanut butter is a little bit heavier, and it's not as it doesn't get into the crevices as easy as the butter does. So when I bite into this one, you definitely taste the butter pretty much throughout the bite, whereas on top you only taste the peanut butter. So I will argue, it does add something. Is it necessary though? You know, because you could have a grilled cheese. Because I grew up not putting butter on any kind of toast. So you could have a grilled cheese with no butter at all, just 2 slabs of bread, cheese in the middle, be totally fine. What the butter adds is that additional layer of flavor that attacks those side taste buds, which gives you that little bit of endorphin rush with the, ooh, that's very nice, or I guess the serotonin rush, where it's like, ooh, that's very nice. And it really like attacks those happy go-go genes. And this is just toast. It is nice. It's not required. You can totally have a more than fine peanut butter toast without the butter. Does it alleviate it that much higher to make it say, oh, this is the toast of the gods? Definitely not. Definitely not. It is something that would be nice to have every once in a while, but it's not something that you need without a shadow of a doubt. For example, if you have just marinara sauce on your spaghetti, then that's going to be kind of somewhat bland. But we all know you put spices into it to really bring out the flavoring, and that makes it that much more enjoyable. It's not crazy/weird. It was crazy/weird when I first heard about it, so I will give you that, Quinnton, and I apologize if I at all offended you for calling it /weird. You yourself can be crazy / weird, but that's a different story, and that's what we leave the podcast for. So make sure you guys are subscribed to our podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Still Recording Podcast. Thank you so much for coming here today, folks, and I will see you in the next one. And let us know if we should do things like this more often. We'd love to connect with you guys off air, on air, and whatnot. So love you all. Take care.
Heart.